Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/slash Tales from Tech Support. In today's episode, that's not how this works. Bridges must be burned first. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. That's not how this works. Bridges must be burned first. Back in the early 2000s, I had a client that I did IT work for. Network setup, cable runs, printers, and lots of software troubleshooting. At first I was hesitant to take them on since the owner was an estranged relative and giant red flags were already flying. You see, unfortunately, owner had a reputation of having lawyer on retainer, and owner kept him busy. Owner thought that scare tactics like litigation was a great way to handle anything he wanted. Owner was even known to have gone after his own children. So yeah, owner was a real peach, so keeping him at arm's reach was a requirement. Me. Owner, estranged family member and all-around peach. New guy, whatever IT person is in place. Lawyer, his lawyer of many years. So one day owner tells me he wants a website for the company. Early on I did single-page websites with just information, so I could easily prepare a basic site. During this process I found out that a new salesman owner hired dropped the idea in his ear and already had flyers and business cards printed up with the new website. One problem, owner didn't own the domain name printed on the cards and flyers. This escalated when I found out that his competitor actually purchased the domain name and created a website all about competitor's company. Lawyer is then invoked, and using my imagination, I hear legalese loudly shouted back and forth with owner demanding that it belonged to him. I even consulted with owner and lawyer at this point, informing them that competitor bought the domain name first and competitor can do what they want with it. Most of all, there is a process of transferring domain names for security purposes, and even if they win any lawsuit or competitor gives it up, that transfer process still has to occur. In the end, owner didn't get the domain, but competitor did take down the site. So I purchased a domain name that was very similar to the one owner couldn't have and hosted his basic site. Over the years I did some updates to the site, like staff changes, including the fired salesperson, pictures and services. Things were quiet. I should mention that I purchased the domain name under my umbrella and hosted the site on my server. It was small and there was little to no traffic going to it, so my older web server could handle it. So IT work continues on site for another year or two when suddenly my last two invoices are not paid. Inquiries made, but no word on what's going on. Then I get a letter in the mail from owner, and that my services were no longer needed, and they wouldn't pay those invoices. I wasn't really upset about this result. It felt more of dodging a bullet. Plus, him not paying for work came as no surprise either. After a week or two I get a phone call. New guy, hey, this is new guy. I'm taking care of IT for owner company. They told me to call you and get the passwords to the network Wi-Fi, file server, and admin accounts. Me, oh really? Did they also mention that they have 2 open invoices and have officially refused to pay both? New guy, no. Me, I see. No surprise. Anyway, all settings, configurations and other stuff are in an admin folder on the file server. New guy, what's the password? Me, sorry, I can't help you. That bridge has been burned. Silence. Mio, there's a copy of their website on the file server also. Once you start the transfer process with your domain provider, you can request the domain name, and I'll transfer it to you. New guy, what? Me, their website domain needs to be transferred and site host changed from mine to yours. Check with your provider about transferring domain name blahblah.net to you so we can start the process. New guy, what website? Me, oh boy. Well, good luck and watch your back. CYA and document everything for the next guy. End call. Never heard from him, so after about a month I shut down the site. Later on I renewed the domain name since I had a gut feeling. On a side note, I also noticed that the original domain name owner wanted was available. I thought about grabbing it but left it alone. Not my monkey, not my circus. Fast forward about 2 years and the domain is up for renewal once again, which I cover, but decide to see if anyone was paying attention. So I created a simple page that said this domain name is for sale, and to contact me via such and such email. Weeks later I get a message from a person via an unrelated work email. Unknown person, how much for the website? Interesting. Me selling it since it's costing me money and the client never requested a transfer. You may contact me at work number for more details. No price given. Next day I get a call from his lawyer. Lawyer, my name is lawyer representing owner. You can't sell his website, he owns it. You need to give it to him. Me, I know who you are. That's not how this works. Lawyer, you can't sell something that doesn't belong to you. Me, you didn't learn anything from the previous litigation you were involved with owner and competitor. I told you in great detail how this works. His tone suddenly changes. Lawyer, you're the same person? Me, yep, a new guy contacted me a long time ago, but never started a transfer request for the domain name. I also had to explain the process to new guy, just like with you and owner years ago. Oh, and by the way, owner has a full copy of the website on the server. Hopefully someone didn't delete it. Lawyer, okay, we'll go ahead and transfer the website over to owner then. Here we go. Invoke lawyer speak. Me, this is a two-party process. The first party, owner company, must request the domain name to be transferred online via owner's domain name provider, like say GoDaddy. That request reaches me via my provider, and the process begins. I'm the second party. It's a bit technical but required for domain names to change hands. It's for security purposes so folks don't grab up someone's domain name and use it like competitor did. Once the transfer is complete, the website files can be moved to a new host. Lawyer, okay, so owner just has to make the request and it goes to him? Me, it's a bit more complicated than that, but if current new guy is available they can contact me, and we can work out the details. The process just needs a starting point. Lawyer, okay, I'll let them know. Me, and just to let you know, a couple of years ago owner decided not to pay for services rendered that I had to write off. While I'm not letting that factor into this situation, you can let him know that is a bridge he burned. Lawyer, what? Pause. Lawyer, okay, I'll get in contact with them today. Nothing happened afterwards. No request, emails, phone calls, nothing. Once the renewal came up again, I just let it expire. The family member that talked me into taking him on years ago retired soon after due to owner's behavior. Company passed to new management after owner passed away, and still exists today. They now have a nice little WordPress site on a new domain name. Family, am I right?